Let me show you one of the top 10 ways I love to make a bagel sandwich. This one is for breakfast. I'm going to toast everything bagels, and I'm going to slice some cucumber and fresh tomato. By the way, my son is practicing piano in the background, sorry. I'm also going to chop some fresh chives and add that to 2 ounces of softened cream cheese. Here I have some dried dill. If I had fresh, I'd add that, but I'm just gonna sprinkle that in. I'm also gonna add lemon pepper seasoning, and I always do this. I add a little too much and then put some back in. Anyway, crushed red pepper flakes going in. It's so good like this, and now just give everything a mix. Here I'm gonna add it to my toasted bagel slices. And I like to add it on both slices. Sometimes I just smear this cream cheese mixture on bagels and call it a day. It's so good. Okay, so now pile on the fresh tomato and cucumber. Top it with the other toasted sliced bagel. And this is one of my top 5 bagel sandwiches I love to make for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's so good. Let me show you the breakfast I've made 3 times this week. So I'm starting off with some cottage cheese and 2 large eggs. I'm just going to crack 2 eggs into a blender here with the cottage cheese. I'm going to season with garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Season how you like. I've seen people do Italian or oregano, and just blend that until it is all blended and pureed together. I'm going to take some cooking oil and spread it on a baking sheet and then put my parchment paper so it'll stick, and then a little more cooking oil because I don't want things to stick, and now pour over the mixture. Now, what you don't want to do is what I did in this video. Try not to spread it too thin. You want it kind of thick. And then you're going to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 15 minutes or until it looks like this. So it should be easy to peel off of the parchment paper, and I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces because it's 2 servings, myself and my son, and fill it with what you like. I like to add some everything bagel seasoning and crushed red pepper flakes on top of avocado, and then I'm going to add slices of turkey breast meat, some lettuce, and sometimes I add tomato and cucumber, but this is the wrap, and it's so good. Okay, another day, another bagel sandwich. Definitely this is in the top 5, top 10. I couldn't make up my mind how many, but I'm starting off with some turkey bacon. I'm going to slice some tomato, fresh cucumber. That's optional. This is kind of like a BLT, but I like cucumber. Here I have the lettuce. I'm also going to make this really good mayo. I have mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, crushed red pepper flakes, some onion powder, and I'm going to give that a mix. It's very simple with the ingredients, but it really elevates the BLT bagel. Okay, toasted. Now let's put it together. I'm going to smear on all of this mayo. By the way, the video that I posted yesterday for the other bagel sandwich, someone did say to add bacon, and so I decided to do a BLT. I'm going to shake on some garlic, pepper, and salt mix. Now the bacon. And like I said, I'm using turkey bacon. Use regular smoked bacon. It all works. Cucumbers, layer on the tomato, and some lettuce. I love these little baby lettuce crispy leaves. Now go in for a bite. By the way, I should have mentioned, you could use any type of bagel. I love a good everything bagel. This sandwich, this one, yeah, definitely top 5, maybe even top 3 bagel sandwiches. Let me show you one of my favorite sandwiches. Okay, I have a lot, but this one, it's good. So this sandwich comes together quick. I'm using rotisserie chicken from the grocery store, some red onion, fresh lettuce, tomato, also stone ground mustard, and bacon jam. It makes this sandwich, and some cracked black pepper. I'm using fresh bamboleo bread rolls from the store. So here I've sliced the chicken. This is toasty, and now I'm just going to tear it open. And I'm going to spread stone ground mustard on one side. You could just use yellow mustard if you want, or Dijon. Here's the bacon jam. I'm going to spread that on the other side, add my chicken, and add my fresh tomato, lettuce, onion, and some cracked black pepper. It's up to you. And now it's time to take a bite. And the combination of flavors, simple but so good. I know I have a long list, but this one, it's at the top. So good. Today I'm showing you another favorite bagel sandwich. I'm starting with tuna. So I'm going to add a drained can of tuna into a bowl. It's like 5-ounce can. Break that apart. And at this point, if you're making this, add what you want to your tuna. I'm going to go in with some mayo, eyeballing it. Here I have some Dijon mustard. I'm going to add some Maggi sauce, pepper, paprika, Just give it a good mix. You could add celery, onion into the mix. It all works. Okay, I'm slicing up some tomatoes because it's going on my sandwich. Some cucumber because I love cucumber on any sandwich. Yum. I'm also going to chop up some lettuce, toasted everything bagel, and now it's time to build the sandwich. And toppings are up to you. I just love using everything bagel rolls for sandwich bread. That's just my jam. So I'm going to add all of the tuna. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm adding all of it because I like it. The lettuce and some pickled jalapenos. This is it. Okay, just kidding. You got to top it. It's a sandwich. Okay. So for quality control, I'm going to take a couple bites, but this is actually my son's sandwich. So here we go. I love this sandwich. Definitely top 5, top 3, maybe top 10 bagel sandwiches. It's so good. And then with a pickle, yes, this is it. This is where it's at. Cucumber, love it. Today I'm making the ultimate tuna salad for some delicious sandwiches here at home. I'm going to show you 2 ways I love to make this. Here we go. Okay, I'm starting off with chunk white albacore tuna in water. For this recipe, you could use 4 5-ounce cans of tuna, your favorite brand, your favorite type. It's up to you. This is what I'm using today. I'm going to make a homemade deli-style tuna salad. Honestly, put what you like in it. I'm going with celery, red onion. I'm just going to chop that up. Here I've drained the tuna really well, and I'm going to add that into a bowl. And now here comes the fun part. You get to add what you want. I'm starting with probably a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and I'm going to work my way up until I like it. Here I'm going to add a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. I'm going to add probably like a 1/2 teaspoon of Maggi seasoning. The amounts and ratios are up to you. Here I'm going to shake in some lemon pepper seasoning because I like it. I'm also going to add some granulated onion powder. Just a dash goes in. Now I'm going to add some paprika. That's optional. I like it. Now some sweet relish and dill pickles that I chopped up. Both, I like them, the celery, and I'm going to add the onion right into the bowl. And I'm going to give this a really good mix. And like I said earlier, the ratios of like the mayo, Dijon mustard, and the fresh ingredients and seasonings, it's up to you. Give it a taste, add a little more, like I'm adding the mayo here because I want more, and just give that a mix. This is great to prepare the night before. I'm going to make a sandwich today, so it's going to be a couple of hours before I make it. But I'm going to cover with the lid and place it in the fridge. So today I want to show you how to make one of my ultimate tuna melt sandwiches. I'm starting off with a knob of butter into a preheated pan, and I'm using jalapeno cheddar bagels. This is just, I call it ultimate because the combinations of this roll with jalapenos in it, I love it. So I'm just going to toast this on both sides. By the way, you can definitely use just regular white sandwich bread. I'm just being extra today because I love these bagels from my grocery store. Okay, so once they're toasty on the inside, I'm going to start building this tuna melt. Let me get one of these out of here. So I'm going to start with some tomato slices, just right over the bagel. And now I'm going to add my tuna. This has been sitting in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, but like I said, overnight works best if you're making this because, you know, the flavors have a chance to just kind of marinate and marry together. So just pile on that and spread it around. Now I'm going to add cheese. What kind of cheese? I like American cheese. You could do mild cheddar, sharp cheddar, provolone. It's up to you. It's your tuna melt. No judgment here, but this is what I'm going for today. It's just something I like. So top it with the other side of that bagel roll, and now just let it kind of simmer with a little bit of extra butter. And what I'm going to do is spread that around. I have this probably like on a medium-low setting, cover with the lid, and just let the cheese get melty. It takes a couple of minutes. And then you have a delicious tuna melt. Some of you might find cheese and tuna off-putting. I don't. I like it. So if you've never tried it, give it a try and try this combo because essentially a tuna melt can be on just regular sandwich bread that's toasted. But if you can get your hands on jalapeno cheddar bagel rolls, then give it a try. It's so good. Going in for a bite. So here's the second sandwich that I like to make. This is like my go-to Subway homemade version. So I toast a pan bolillo roll. That is just like a Mexican style French bread roll. And here's what I'm going to put in the sandwich: pickled jalapenos, lettuce, or actually I have shredded cabbage because I thought I had lettuce, but it was cabbage. But you know, pretend it's lettuce. Okay, open up the toasted sandwich roll, and now it's time to put all of these garnishes and toppings. Okay, lettuce, tomato slices. I love fresh cucumber slices, so that's going to go on. And I love pickled jalapenos. Again, if this were Subway, you'd be adding the toppings of your choice, so do that. But this is what I'm doing today. Okay, scoop on that deli-style tuna salad that we made. And this is good eats, going on with the red wine vinegar and some olive oil. I'm gonna add some cracked black pepper. And this is the sandwich. It is so fresh, flavorful, and it hits the spot. Oh yeah, gotta top the pickled jalapenos. And this is just my homemade Subway sandwich perfection. A lot of you might not like the Subway tuna. I like tuna salad, so this is where it's at for me. This is good eats. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.